Real estate agents can steal this technique from Spotify to secure more listing appointments and to stay top of mind with their past clients. Clients value proof over what has been done over what could be done for them in the future. Around 2014, Spotify really identified a problem within their business. They were having a major client retention problem, and it was turning into people churning off their platform and not renewing subscriptions. So Spotify came up with a solution called Year in Review. Now they have changed that campaign to what's called Spotify Wrapped. But basically, it shows users the value they received from Spotify over the past year. Now, the impact of this is it really increased client retention and engagement because it highlighted the actual past value, not highlighting what could happen in the future if users stayed with the platform. Now, how do we connect this all to real estate? Well, agents often send CMAs to neighborhoods or past clients to show what could happen if they sell their house. But here's the problem with that. First of all, everybody does CMAs, there's estimates, automated value algorithms and stuff like that. Everybody has access to them. So they really don't hold as much weight as they used to. The other thing about them is they're hypothetical, and clients understand that. It's not realistic data that's actually happened. It's hypothetically, you could sell your house for this amount of money, but it's not concrete. It's kind of like basing numbers in unicorn and rainbow land. It sounds good, but ultimately there's no guarantee that it's going to happen. So we realized this right around 2020 within our business. So we decided to shift our strategy after I read an article about Spotify and how they had done this. So instead of CMAs, what we started sending out were neighborhood sales reviews at the end of the year. And to format these, all it was basically a list of homes that had sold in that client's neighborhood that year. But it also showed where those homes were purchased at to show the value increase over time and the equity that those people made when they sold those homes. Now, I understand this doesn't work in every state because some states are not some states do not have public data regarding sales. So it's a little more difficult. But in the state that I'm in, we can do that. Actually, both of my markets, we are able to do that because we have public sales data. But why this works so well, it's tangible proof of activity. Clients see real market movement from the past year and not just theoretically what could happen moving forward. The other thing that this does is it builds trust through transparency because let's face it, theoretical data doesn't really do anything to build trust. But if you're giving actual data for someone's neighborhood, first of all, it speaks directly to that person, but it also builds a high level of trust because you're being very transparent with what's going on. So what results did we see in our business from doing this? Well, first of all, when we were doing CMAs, we had very, very little engagement on them. I really, truly believe a lot of them got thrown in the trash and never even looked at. But what we did with the neighborhood sales recaps is we sent them out with basically a QR code to a video that kind of explained the neighborhood recap. And this worked really well because we could film one video and put it in for everybody in that neighborhood. We didn't have to personalize them in any way. But the big key difference was clients cared more about because we were speaking to actually what had happened within their specific neighborhood and not just what could happen if they go to sell their home. So the takeaways from this are, first of all, be like Spotify. If you have a problem within your business, do a lot of research to figure out how you fix it. And sometimes that requires you to think outside the box. Part of the reason this strategy also works really well is because, let's face it, everybody sends a CMA. But the second that you give somebody a neighborhood sales recap, it's a pattern interrupt. It hits different than just a CMA. Because like I said early in this video, those just don't hold the weight they used to because everybody can get automated value from the internet, or agents are giving out CMAs like business cards these days. So it really shows your clients what has actually happened and not just what could happen. The other thing that it shows, it reinforces that if you put the clients in a good neighborhood where there's growth, even in a slower market, you should still see price increases. So it's going to solidify in that client's mind that you put them in a good neighborhood where they have an opportunity to grow some equity and come out on the right side of a real estate transaction. So ultimately with this, it's a proof over promises thing. And this is one thing that I talk about all the time, be it listing appointments, buyer consultations. Offer proof over just promising the sun and the moon to people. People, especially nowadays with being more educated than ever, they don't just want to see proof, or they don't just want to see promises. They want to see the proof of what you're actually talking about. And in real estate, that proof a lot of the time is actually showing the results of what has happened in the market, not just what could happen in the market. A lot of people like to speculate, but ultimately showing proof is going to require you to show what actually happened and then relate that back to those buyers when they were in the market and they purchased that home, of what you told them of what should happen after they go to closing. So once again, it's just a small shift in presentation, but it really increased our engagement. It got us more listing appointments. And biggest thing it did is it changed the client perception and gave us a lot more value than just selling them a home and being out of there and then occasionally sending them a CMA report once a year.